anything which will give your customer a positive financial impact, a positive ROI, they will be interested, I can tell you. You identify yourself, but this is where the bridge comes in. So in a any sales conversation, it can be opening conversation, it can be conversation which happens later on. And typically for when you open up with a prospect, it goes like a 5-step process where you start with getting their attention as a first step of any sales conversation when you open with a customer. Second is you identify yourself, you tell them what you want as a third step. Fourth is you want something, so you have to bridge it with a because, right? So I'll cover bridge in detail now, but this is where the bridge comes in, where you have to, make them understand because I want this, and that's where I need you to, buy this from me. And last again is you clearly ask it from your customer that what do you want from the customer? Yeah. So it's a typical 5-step process, which you should typically keep in your mind when you are talking to any of your prospect. Now I'll give you an example of exactly how this conversation should go in a two different approaches. In first approach, I will make the bridge as a tactical bridge. In second approach, I'll make the bridge as strategic bridge. Tactical bridge is typically used, like I said, when you're talking with customer whom you do not know much about. Like you're talking with a customer first time, or it's like a telecalling, or you do not have researched much. Strategic bridges where it's a complex client, a complex customer, and high end deal. That's where you have to strategically bridge it. Yeah. So first, let's start with a tactical bridge. Now, what tactical bridge means is common to large group of similar prospects. So a common statement which can go to a large group of people. Now, exactly how a statement will look like is, again, it will follow that 5-step process I showed you in the previous slide. So this is a typical statement. It starts with identifying yourself. So, hi, this is Deepanshu from ABC Consultants. So if you see the slide, you got their attention. Hi, Ashok. You identified yourself. Then third step is you tell them that what you want. So I told them what I want is the reason I'm calling is to schedule an appointment with you to show you our new HRMS software. Now, that's where the bridge starts because you have got their attention, you have identified yourself, you have told them why you're calling them. Now, the bridge here is a tactical bridge where you're giving them a generic statement of why they should listen to you. Because many of my clients face a challenge of end-to-end employee lifecycle management tool, which is highly customizable to their context. So we created this tool to create a world-class employee experience and a better employer brand for your company, resulting in better productivity from your employees. So I made this a large statement. You can try and make it shorter as per your own, product, your own company. So from this statement, many to this word employees is exactly my bridge where I'm telling them that why you should listen to me. Last is where I'm asking them what I wanted. How about we get together for a short meeting 2 p.m. on coming Tuesday? Yeah. So this exactly follows that 5-step process where I got their attention, I identified myself, I told them the reason to to call them. I plugged a bridge. It's a long bridge, but you can make it a shorter bridge as well. And then finally, I asked them what I really wanted. Yeah. Now, what I want to cover specifically here is the bridge here is very generic. Now, if you see here, I'm giving them a very generic example of many of my clients face challenge for of an end-to-end employee lifecycle management tool, which is highly customizable to their context. So that's why we created this tool, which is world-class, good employee experience, because I know that this customer typically buy HRMS tool, but I do not know that what exactly is their problem. I do not know it right now. So this is a very generic statement I made that because my clients buy it from me, they got better employee experience, they have got better productivity. So you should also buy it from me. Yeah. A tactical one. Now, if I show you a similar example and make a strategic bridge, because in strategic bridge, what happens is I know my customer. I know this is a very high value prospect, and this individual, I know him, I know his company, I have seen his annual report, I have seen his pain points through some secondary research in the market. I know this guy, and I know where exactly this company is facing the problem right now. So here, the exact statement remains same. So my opening statement, my everything remains same. But what I see, what you see from I read here is a strategic intervention. So what I say here is, I read in a recent article that you are ramping up your workforce and need some AI-based solution to onboard and improve employee experience across the life cycle. What I'm telling them is that I saw your article on a newspaper, I saw something on some of the website, and I found that you are struggling with something. That's where will hint your prospect that he knows me, he knows my pain point, and that's where what's in it for me comes in, because now the customer know that this is something I need. Yeah. And then I further amplify the whole bridge by saying I have done similar intervention with your competitor and their satisfaction score has gone up by 37%. Yeah. But this is exactly what I'm telling him is a credential, a power statement I'm bringing in, where I'm telling him that I've done this exactly for your competitive company. Let's say I'm talking to Infosys, and I'm telling him I've done it for TCS, for example. Infosys will listen to me then because they know that they want to know what my competition is doing. Yeah. So this in turn has helped to boost the employee productivity overall, and there's a so strong positive financial impact for them. This is where the ROI comes in. Anything which will give your customer a positive financial impact, a positive ROI, they will be interested, I can tell you. If you can make a bridge which will give them positive income, positive return on investment, they will listen to you. Yeah. So this is a bridge which is a very strategic bridge. And finally, I covered it with a ask that I want from my customer is, how about a short meeting 2 p.m. tomorrow? This is what I want from him. Yeah.